Just waiting for the cue there. Good morning again. I am Pastor Cook, and I am in Holy Trinity in Mapleshade, and we are doing a little children's sermon just now after the service is over. And we, this summer, have been reading books. I love picture books. I'm a big fan of books for use with ministry and other things. Most often, parents call and say, do you recommend a book for this and this and this? So this summer, I thought I'd take a chance to just show you some of the books that I love. And if you at home, whether you are young or old, it doesn't matter how old you are, if you would like to send us a video of you reading a book, we would love to use it for this time. So don't think that there's any limits to that. You can do it record it on your phone. We can record it on Zoom, whatever we need to do. But I would love for other voices to be reading stories to our young people. So without further ado, we are going to read The Rainbow Fish by Marcus Pfister. And I love this book, especially because if you can see, I'm trying to show you, on the book, there is some glitter and shimmer on the fish. And that's going to be a focal point for us as we read this story together. A long way out in the deep blue sea, there lived a fish, not just an ordinary fish, but the most beautiful fish in the entire ocean. His scales were every shade of blue and green and purple, with sparkling silver scales among them. The other fish were amazed at his beauty. They called him Rainbow Fish. "Come on, Rainbow Fish," they would call, "come and play with us." But the Rainbow Fish would just glide past, proud and silent, letting his scales shimmer. See it shimmering? One day, a little blue fish followed after him. "Rainbow Fish," he called, "wait for me. Please give me one of your shiny scales. They are so wonderful, and you have so many." "You want me to give you one of my special scales? Who do you think you are?" cried the Rainbow Fish. "Get away from me." Shocked, the little blue fish swam away. He was so upset he told all of his friends what had happened. From then on, no one would have anything to do with the Rainbow Fish. They turned away when he swam by. What good were the dazzling, shimmering scales with no one to admire them? Now he was the loneliest fish in the entire ocean. One day he poured out his troubles to the starfish. "I really am beautiful. Why doesn't anybody like me?" "I can't answer that for you," said the starfish, "but if you go beyond the coral reef to a deep cave, you will find the wise octopus. Maybe she can help you." The Rainbow Fish found the cave. It was very dark, and he couldn't see anything. Then suddenly, two eyes caught him in their glare, and the octopus emerged from the darkness. "I have been waiting for you," said the octopus with a deep voice. "The waves have told me your story. This is my advice. Give a glittering scale to each of the other fish. You will no longer be the most beautiful fish in the sea, but you will discover how to be happy." "I can't," said the Rainbow Fish, started to say, but the octopus had already disappeared into a dark cloud of ink. "Give away my scales? My beautiful shining scales? Never. How could I ever be happy without them?" Suddenly, he felt the light touch of a fin. The little blue fish was back. "Rainbow Fish, please don't be angry. I just want one little scale." The Rainbow Fish wavered. Only one very, very small, shimmery scale, he thought. Well, maybe I wouldn't miss just one. Carefully, the Rainbow Fish pulled out the smallest scale and gave it to the little fish. Thank you very much," the little blue fish bubbled playfully as he tucked the shiny scale in among his blue ones. A rather peculiar feeling came over the Rainbow Fish. For a long time, he watched the little blue fish swim back and forth with his new scale glittering in the water. The little blue fish whizzed through the ocean with his scale flashing. So it didn't take long before the rainbow fish was surrounded by other fish. Everyone wanted a glittering scale. The rainbow fish shared his scales left and right, and the more he gave away, the more delighted he became. When the water around him filled with glimmering scales, he at last felt at home among the other fish. Finally, the rainbow fish had only one shining scale left. His most prized possessions had been given away, yet he was very happy. "Come on, rainbow fish," they called. "Come and play with us." "Here I come," said the rainbow fish, and happy as a splash, he swam off to join his friends. They're all happy. They all have rainbow scales, glittery scales. And there's the rainbow fish at the end. I love this book because it talks about the importance of sharing and is honest about how hard that can be when you love what you have. I'm sure all of us at one time or another, no matter how old we are, have struggled with sharing, and especially sharing things that we hold most dear. I hope that this story, and many others like it, inspire us just like Jesus did today in the feeding of the at least 5,000 in our story from worship, that we learn that sharing doesn't have to mean letting go and having less, but it might mean that we get to enjoy what we have even more. Thank you for joining us this morning. Again, if you have a book you want to read, please do so and send me the video. I would love to use it during these times. To all of you, thank you for being here, and we'll be here again next week with another children's sermon right after worship. And coffee hour will begin as soon as I get to my office. Thanks, everybody.